Hello guys and welcome back to episode number, this is going to be 51. Hopefully you guys enjoyed episode 50 that went up most likely yesterday on Tuesday. I'm recording this on Sunday. You'll probably see this on Wednesday, but today we do start off with a game against Bologna and we do actually have the TIM Cup final today. I think it's called the Coppa Italia. I decided to play it non-live gameplay. I know that I said I would do it as a live commentary. I decided that it wasn't really going to have enough questions or anything to talk about for 2 full live gameplays. Obviously that's like 2 episodes and I don't just want to be sitting there talking to you guys not having a clue what to say. So instead we're actually going to play that one off camera, and yeah, we're going to do that right at the end of the episode. We've got this game against Bologna and we've got a game against Sampdoria coming up as well. As you can see by the length of the episode, over 12 minutes long. It is a pretty long one. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. Obviously this is the penultimate episode of this season, and then we'll get into the next season. The only other video this season will be the squad roundup and like end of season report, I think is what I call it. Yeah, end of season report. That'll be coming up probably tomorrow, along with the last episode of the series, which is going to be the Champions League final versus Borussia Dortmund. I am shitting myself with that game. I have not played it yet. I haven't even recorded. I haven't played that game at all, so I'm really nervous for that. Hopefully we can win it. Obviously we won the Super Coppa and the Coppa Europe at the start of the season. So if we win the TIM Cup today and the Champions League, we would have done quite well. But the TIM Cup obviously is really difficult. I'm really worried about that. I'd rather win the Champions League, but obviously the TIM Cup is the kind of the easier one. But in what respect is it easier? I don't know, because Dortmund and Juventus are very good teams. But anyway, while I've been talking about that, we have actually gone 2-0 up against Bologna and we make it 3-0 there with Hertha Rodriguez. Unfortunately, he does actually get injured. I don't know if it's in this game or the next game, but he does actually get injured, and if I forget to show you, he's out for 3 weeks. It might even be after the Juve game. I'm not too sure, but yeah, a lovely goal there from Hertha. He's grown so well now, up to an 84 overall rating, which is just absolutely fantastic. We haven't really had the best of lucks having players like Dybala last season who just didn't grow for us, but players like Hesse and also John Stones have done really well, and even Kolasinac as well. And Remy there makes it 4, I believe, getting himself a hat-trick. Not 100% sure on that, don't quote me on that one, but Remy has been in some absolutely fantastic form, and we will be looking to sell on Giuseppe Rossi. And I don't know if I told you this either, guys, but Rossi actually got a 3-month injury, or was it a 3-week injury? I think it was a 3-month injury Rossi got. Whether or not that was in the last episode, I completely do not know. I've recorded so much of this series in the last like 3 or 4 days. Obviously you guys have seen a lot of videos, and I've made videos up until Wednesday now, so I'm kind of like 3 or 4 days ahead of you guys. But yeah, Rossi did get injured. I don't know if it was in this game, this episode, or last episode, but yeah, he is out for 3 months, which is just an absolute shitter. I think it was in last episode right at the end, but I'm not too sure because my mind's just all over the place, dude. It's been doing so much to do with YouTube recently. I decided to offer Guarin and Badlic a contract in hope to try and keep them in the team. I knocked Guarin's thing down to an important first team player. Obviously he wanted to leave. I don't mind Rognaclia leaving, or Alonso, or Rodriguez retiring, but Badlic and Guarin are 2 players I really want to keep, so I decided to give them new contracts. Guarin does accept his, and Milan Badic does eventually accept his as well. I do not show it in this episode, but he does accept it, and hopefully that will try and keep them at the club. I don't want to lose them too. Obviously, you know, next season we will be selling on quite a few players. We've got Rognaclia, who wants to leave the club. We've got Badic, who wants to leave the club. Hopefully we can keep him. Alonso also wants to leave. I think there's like 1 other player as well who wants to leave, so we could potentially lose like 3 or 4 players, which are all, you know, rotation players. So there is going to be a lot of signing like bench players, as well as Rossi was playing in this game. I think it was this game here, guys, he got injured because he couldn't play in the final. So very annoyed at that, and Rossi will be departing the club. Obviously we are bringing in Iron Robin. He's on a pre-contract. He'll be with us in probably episode 55. No, episode 54. Sorry, wait, 54, 51, 52, 53. He'll be with us in episode 54. Iron Robin will join up with the team, I think. So yeah, looking forward to having him, and obviously Rossi will be sold in hope to bring in some cash for either. We need to replace Borja Valero in the first team, and obviously we need to buy at least 1 defender, otherwise we only have Howardez and John Stones as our main defenders, as Rock Knackley is leaving and Gonzalo Rodriguez is retiring. But anyway, apart from that, Loic Remy does go and score a goal. I just wanted to use this episode to kind of talk about the season. Obviously, you know, we are going to be strengthening for the final season, you know, the third and final season of this Fiorentina series. And with the sale of Rossi, we're also going to be probably moving on Carrillo as well, and Borja Valero. We will have quite a lot of money to play with, hopefully about 40 to 50 million pounds by the time we sell all of them, maybe even a little bit more. So I'm looking forward to bringing in some new players into this team. I feel that it does need it, but players like Guarín here, who's taking a free kick right now, unfortunately hits the post, comes very close to scoring, but not quite close enough. And I tried a little tactic where it said to do the corner tactic, a little thing on the D-pad, to run near to crowd the keeper and then spam it far post, or the guy might have said near post, but nevertheless it worked, and Remy scores yet another goal. I think that's his 5th goal of the episode. Loic Remy is just something else at the moment. You know, I'm not at all bothered Rossi's leaving. Also, we've got Iron Robin, who will be playing as a striker, and also some bad news there, they do actually go and score a goal. But yeah, I'm not too bothered with Rossi departing. You know, I want to sell him on. He's 30 years old, he's 84 rated, he is not going to get any better. If anything, he will just decrease and will lose all the value we have on him right now. He is definitely at his peak, and I cannot see him improving. But Remy again goes and scores a goal. I believe that makes him his 2nd hat-trick in 2 games. Loic Remy, when we first signed him, I wasn't too keen on him. I was sure whether will I keep him next season or not. But Loic Remy's been fantastic, and we do end up winning the game 3-1. As you can see, we do get a Loic Remy hat-trick. I think that is the 2nd one of the episode, unless I am awfully mistaken. We do go into the TIM Cup final. I think it's the Coppa Italia, maybe the Coppa Nazionale. I'm not too sure. I'm going to call it the TIM Cup from now on, just because I have no clue. Obviously, we are the reigning champions of this, although going into it against Juventus was going to be difficult. And I was quite glad I played this off camera, because I wanted the one I play off camera, I'll probably do better. And I don't know, because obviously I haven't played the 2nd game, but I really wanted to focus on this game because I felt this was the one that we're more likely to win, because the Champions League final, I've never won it in career mode, I don't think, ever. Like, apart from when I've been playing by myself or something. I just end up simming a lot of the games and just getting cocky, but this is important. You know, the TIM Cup, obviously we are the reigning holders of it, or we are the holders of it currently, and it would be nice to retain our title. You know, we obviously didn't win the league this year, so this and the Champions League, if we lose both of them, we haven't technically won any silverware this season. Also, you won the Super Coppa and the Coppa Europe at the start, but that doesn't really count because it was more to do with last season's accomplishments. But we do start off very well here, getting a goal. I was quite shocked. I was quite pessimistic going into this game. I didn't really expect to win, but I was going to try my hardest nevertheless, and it was just difficult. But we do get lucky in the opening 10 minutes or so, with Loic Remy picking himself up yet another goal. How many goals has Loic Remy scored this episode? I believe it is like 6 or 7 by this point. He is on fire right now, guys. Absolutely love him. And Guarín there comes close, but just not close enough, unfortunately. And Hesse there, that's where he gets injured, guys, and he is out for 3 weeks, which isn't the worst. It just means he misses the Champions League final, which means we'll have to play Human Son in his place, which isn't the worst backup. The problem with Son is 3-star skills. You know, he's an 83 rated player for us. He is insane. He's got like 98 dribbling, I think, or something like that, Human Son. But the problem with him is 4-star skills, so I don't know quite what I'm going to do with the final, whether or not we just don't play with wingers and try and do it like that. I'm not too sure. Obviously, next season, guys, hyped for Robin, and also hyped for Shalin Hoglu to come back into the team. You haven't seen much of him in the last 5 or 7 episodes, just because he has been out injured. I'm really looking forward to him coming back. Obviously, he had, I think, a 7-month injury, which was absolutely woeful. And we do come through here again. Loic Remy proving to be a real threat. Goes round the defender, and unfortunately, again, Buffon producing a very good save. Unlike Buffon in recent years to be that decent, but he was proving to be very good. And Remy there scores an absolutely ridiculous goal. Don't know how that went in, and that is either like the 7th or 8th goal this episode that Loic Remy has scored. He has just been absolutely insane. I cannot express to you guys enough how good Loic Remy is in this career mode. 83 overall, and look how quick he is. He's just burning past Juventus' team. Unfortunately, that time could not go on to complete his hat-trick, which I think would have been a triple hat-trick in one episode, which probably would have been a new world record. I don't know if he has scored a hat-trick. If he hasn't, I think he scored at least 2 in the first game, if not a hat-trick. So he is in some absolute shit-hot form. Probably better than Rossi has ever been for us, which is saying something, because Rossi last season was absolutely ridiculous, and he comes close there to getting himself a hat-trick again in this game. And Guarín here showing some great effort to go down, come back up, run at the defence. They didn't get time to react, and Guarín makes it 3-0 in the 90th, and pretty much, or does confirm our, well, not our place, I was about to say our place in the final then. He does confirm that we are going to be winners of the TIM Cup this year, unless Juve pull off something spectacular, which they don't. And I will let these play out and just kind of talk to you guys while, you know, this screen is playing out with the trophies and stuff. Obviously, we have now won the TIM Cup, which is great. Obviously, I will still play the Champions League final, you know, I'm not giving up on it or anything, and I do still want to win it. I just wanted to make sure that I won at least one of these trophies. So if we do end up losing the Champions League final, at least we won something this season. That's what I was worried about going into this game, was losing both of them and ending the season, which we've ended in 4th place as well, and not winning a trophy. We probably would have got sacked. So we got quite lucky that we beat Juventus there. John Stones will be the man to step up and pick up the trophy for us. 2nd year in a row. The question is, can we retain the TIM Cup in the 3rd season? Let's hope so, because we've done quite well since coming into Fiorentina. Obviously in the 1st season winning the Europa League, the TIM Cup and the Serie A. This season we won the Supercoppa, the Coppa Europe and the TIM Cup, and there is the chance to win the Champions League, which would be pretty much the ultimate goal. And then we've won pretty much everything we can as a club, I believe, so that would be absolutely sweet. But we shall have to wait and see till next episode to find out what does happen in that game against Borussia Dortmund. You can see the team there celebrating. Played really well, really happy with that result. 3-0 versus Juve in the final is quite something. Didn't expect to beat them, and well, I did kind of expect to beat them because I can beat Juventus. We've done it before multiple times, but I was only expecting kind of like a 2-1 or a 1-0 sort of game. Did not expect to give them somewhat of a thrashing at 3-0, and you can see there Fiorentina TIM Cup champions, and that does end that. And you can see there Hesse is out for 3 weeks, which sucks, and we do go into the final table of the season, guys. Obviously you'll see all of this and more in the next episode, which will be coming up probably as a double upload to no, it won't. It will be a double upload on the same day as the Champions League final. I'll do the Champions League final in the morning, and then we'll have the upload of the end of season report where you can see all the other leagues and stuff and where everyone finished, top goal scorers, squad report, and all of that good stuff as well. So if you're looking forward to that, do smash that like button. If you've been enjoying this series so far, also smash that like button. And if you're looking forward to everything, then just basically smash that like button, bros. And I'll speak to you guys in the next episode where we play the Champions League final versus Borussia Dortmund. I am so nervous. Anyway, guys, I will speak to you guys in the next episode.